What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United back in action in the Premier League. Matchday 29 up against Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. It's a 7 p.m. kickoff tomorrow and manager is of course Ruud van Nistelrooy. So Ruud van Nistelrooy has previously managed PSV Eindhoven from May 2022 to May 2023, only there for a season, but he did of course take over from Erik ten Hag when Erik ten Hag got sacked. So Ruud van Nistelrooy was initially appointed as an assistant coach for Premier League club Manchester United on a 2-year contract, and he was originally tasked to work alongside Erik ten Hag. However, following the sacking of the latter on the 28th of October, Ruud van Nistelrooy was appointed as interim head coach, and he did take charge of Manchester United for a total of 4 games. He actually led Manchester United to victory over Leicester City in the EFL Cup, and then he led United to victory in their first European win in 13 months with a 2-0 win against PAOK. And then he also saw a 3-0 win over Leicester City again, and then he also oversaw a draw against Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. It was a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford against Chelsea, and upon the arrival of head coach Ruben Amorim, Ruud van Nistelrooy departed the club, and he finished his tenure as manager with 3 wins and 1 draw. On the 29th of November 2024, Ruud van Nistelrooy was appointed manager of Leicester City on a 2.5-year deal running until June 2027. On the 3rd of December, he actually got his first win as Premier League manager in his home debut, winning 3-1 against West Ham United. So in terms of Leicester City though, Manchester United have already beaten Leicester three times this season. Of course, 5-2 in the League Cup, 3-0 in the Premier League, whereby Ruud van Nistelrooy was in charge of both of them games, and then 2-1 in the FA Cup when Maguire scored the offside header, which Man United went through into the next round of the FA Cup. But of course, we got knocked out by Fulham 4-3 on penalties. But yeah, in terms of some insights for the match, let's have a look at some insights for the match. So having been unbeaten in 4 Premier League games against Manchester United over the 2020-21 season and the 2021-22 seasons, winning 2 and drawing 2, Leicester City have lost 3 against the Red Devils in the competition without scoring. Manchester United have lost just 1 of their last 8 Premier League games, away games against Leicester, winning 4 and drawing 3, going down 4-2 in October 2021. Manchester United have beaten Leicester 3 times in all competitions this season, like I mentioned, and they've beaten 3 sides 4 times in the same campaign before, Sheffield Wednesday, Chelsea and Nottingham Forest, while the only team Leicester have lost to 4 times in a season is West Bromwich Albion in 1980-81. Leicester have lost 12 of their last 13 Premier League games, on winning only 1, including their last 5, without scoring a single goal. Only 4 teams have lost more consecutively in a single campaign without scoring, which was Ipswich, Everton, Crystal Palace and Norwich. And Leicester have lost each of their last 6 Premier League home games with an aggregate score of 15-0. No team in English top flight history has ever lost 7 in a row without scoring. So yeah, I mean, Leicester City could be making some records, that they don't really want against United if Man United do get a clean sheet and also win the game as well. So it's going to be a little bit embarrassing for Leicester. In terms of some recent form for Leicester, of course, like I mentioned, they have lost 5 of their previous Premier League games. They lost against Chelsea, lost against West Ham, lost against Brentford, lost against Arsenal, lost against United in the FA Cup 4th round, lost against Everton as well. They won against Tottenham 2-1, which was a surprising result, and they lost against Fulham as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've lost 5 of their last Premier League games, winning Tottenham before that, but then losing to Fulham before that as well. They currently sit 19th in the Premier League table, relegation threatened. I do think they are going to get relegated. They sit on 17 points. from 28 matches, and Man United have 34 points. Basically double Leicester's points. So I'm fully expecting United to be coming away with the win. But in terms of Leicester City team news, let's have a look at how they're going to line up. This is how I think they're going to line up. They did start with a three at the back against Chelsea, so I do think they're going to start with a three at the back as well. Not only that, but to match Man United as well. But in terms of some team news, Sotter, Edouard and Fatawu are all out injured for Leicester City. But how they're going to line up is, I think they're going to start with Hemmingson in net. That's their first starting goalkeeper. Faes, Cody and Thomas making up the back three. Justin, Samari, Ndidi and Christensen in that four in midfield. Daka and El Kanous making up the inside 10 positions. Then Jamie Vardy up front. So how they like to play. Usually when Ruud van Nistelrooy first took over, he actually set up his team in a 4-2-3-1 formation. And Hemmingson often steps up into the back line during the low build-up phase, showcasing his excellent ball-playing ability. I think he's decent off the ball, Hemmingson. So, he could be playing a part in terms of playing out from the back as well. In the high build-up, Ruud van Nistelrooy wants his team to rotate into a 3-2-2-3 formation, and that creates numerical superiority and controlled possession as well. The back three provides stability and width, while the two holding midfielders sit in front to offer passing options to protect against counter-attacks as well. So Ruud van Nistelrooy usually wants his two holding midfielders to be in different lines as well during the build-up. This is crucial for creating passing lanes and disrupting the opposition's defensive structure. So in the 3-2-2-3 formation, there will be a winger wide on each side as well, and the remaining 8 players will be in the centre. And this means that Leicester will almost always be numerically superior to the opponent in midfield. And Van Nistelrooy likes this because he prioritises playing through the middle as well. So in terms of how they like to line up without possession, it used to be a 4-4-2. Like I mentioned, when he first took over, it was a 4 at the back. But now he's kind of transitioned into a 3 at the back and obviously without possession, 5 at the back formation. So Van Nistelrooy values compactness when defending, and therefore wants Leicester to defend with a high back line, making the space from the back line to the midfield as small as possible as well. So defending with a high back line involves positioning the defensive line closer to the midfield rather than near the goalkeeper as well. So this tactic compresses the space available for the opposing team to operate, disrupting their build-up play and increasing the chances of winning the ball back quickly as well. So Leicester's work rate when defending is also really good as well, defined by relentless energy and discipline. So under Van Nistelrooy, the team is organised and compact, with every player contributing to defensive duties as well. So yeah, despite these tactics that Van Nistelrooy has changed from Steve Cooper, they've not been fruitful for Leicester. They are still really relegation threatened. I do think they are going to get relegated. In terms of their star man, it is going to be El Kanous for me. He's a potential match winner for them and very threatening in the half spaces as well. He's a neat and tidy player on the ball, so he's one to look out for. So in terms of United, speak about United for a little bit. Manchester United are coming away with a 4-1 victory against Real Sociedad midweek in the Europa League, which was a really, really good win for us, because we want to be going all the way in the Europa League because our league campaign is basically a car crash. So really good win against Real Sociedad. Probably, I would say, our best performance of the season, possibly up there with that 5-2 win over Leicester City in the EFL Cup. Really good performance by Manchester United at home against Real Sociedad. Really happy with the win. But before that, in the league, we are coming away with a 1-1 draw against Arsenal at Old Trafford, which was a poor draw in my opinion, simply because Arsenal, they're trying to chase down Liverpool, and they basically came to Old Trafford and weren't really threatening in my opinion. And Man United definitely had the better of the chances to actually win the game. I think we finished with a higher XG than Arsenal as well. So yeah, really disappointed that we couldn't get the 3 points against Arsenal. But if you had offered me a draw before the game, I would have taken a draw. In terms of Man United's team news, of course, we got a really good couple of injuries. Bayindir, Evans, Martinez, Shaw, Mainu, Collier. Collier is back actually. Diallo and Mount are all out. Mount is back in training, and Collier did feature against Real Sociedad as well. So how are Man United going to line up, or how do I want them to line up? This is how I want United to line up. Onana and net, De Ligt, Maguire and Heaven. De Ligt, Maguire and Heaven making up the back three. Heaven played really well against Real Sociedad. I thought he was really decent on the ball, especially how he's left-footed. He can he gets into some good positions. He was getting into some good positions down our left side, so he can, and he was providing some good defensive stability as well at the back. Midfield four of Mazraoui, Eriksen, Fernandez, and Dalot. Unfortunately, Dogu is still out suspended, and I think we are going to miss him. I think he has been a decent signing so far. Very strong and powerful on the ball, Dogu, but unfortunately for this match, he is unavailable. Fernandez and Eriksen in the middle. Possibly, I'm pulling out Eriksen, pulling out Casemiro because I think he's played 3 games in a row, and we need to rest him a little bit. So Eriksen comes in, Mazraoui at that right wing back position. Maybe we need to be playing a little bit more attacking wing backs than Mazraoui and Dalot. Dogu and Dalot have showed good balance as well. Dalot going down that right side, and then Dogu down that left side as well. And then finally Xerxes, Garnacho, and Højlund up front. So that's my lineup for United. What I wanted to mention was Garnacho on that right wing back position. He's been playing really well at that not right wing back, sorry, the right wing position down that right side. And when he plays on the left, usually he only likes to cut in and is very selfish down that left side. But down that right side, he is showing some good signs that he is a team player, and he can pass the ball, and he can assist, and he's very dangerous on the transition as well, Garnacho. So star man for Manchester United, gonna have to say it's Bruno Fernandes. He's created the most chances, and Man United rely on him the most. I think he's got the most goals and assists as well for United, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, I'm not sure, I've not actually checked the stats, but stats Man United star man. Of course, coming away with a hat-trick against Real Sociedad as well. So how do you beat them? Of course, if they do come and press, or sorry, if Leicester City are at home, they are going to be trying to high press United. So, I think playing out of the press is going to be really well, exploiting the high back line, pace, power, strength, unpredictability as well. I think if we do, we should try to play out from the back as well, because Leicester City aren't great. They are in the relegation zones for a reason. So using the 3 centre-backs to build up, and then careful on the set pieces as well. They could be dangerous, winning the second balls in the box as well. Wing backs going to have to be really, really good defensively, and of course scoring early is going to help us a lot this match. It will calm down and settle the nerves a little bit, but I'm fully expecting Manchester United to be coming away with the win here. Finally, let's just take a look at the Premier League table and the predicted lineups that FootMob have gone for. So this is the predicted lineup that FootMob have gone for. Basically almost the same as mine, apart from Lindelof and Ugarte are coming in for Maguire and Eriksen. But I wouldn't be surprised to see if Ugarte does start. I don't think he was on the bench against Real Sociedad. I don't think he was. Still out with an injury. Maguire wasn't on the bench either. Maguire is doubtful for this game. You can see how many injuries that we have. Really quite a lot of injuries. And then Patrick Dogu, unfortunately, is suspended for the game as well. So yeah, in terms of the league table, let's take a quick look at the league table. Manchester United sit in 15th position, and Leicester, you can see here, in the relegation zone with 17 points. They are probably going to get relegated. I think Southampton definitely out. They're going to be in the Championship next season. And I think Leicester City and Ipswich are also relegated. I don't think they're going to be getting out the relegation zone. So, I'm fully expecting Manchester United to be coming away with a win here. And of course, we need the 40 points to secure Premier League safety, even though I don't believe we're going to get relegated anyway. If we were to even lose every single game until the end of the season, I still think we would stay up. But yeah, hopefully Man United do come away with the win. Hopefully we do get all 3 points. We would be on 37 points, and we would possibly be in the dizzy heights of 13th if Tottenham and Everton do not pick up any points of themselves either. So yeah, I am going for a 3-0 Manchester United win. I'm going for Højlund to score 1. Hopefully he scores. And I'm going for Bruno Fernandes to score 2. And hopefully he keeps up his goal scoring form, and Man United do come away with all 3 points. Anyway, if you enjoyed this preview, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you after the match.